I'm going to show you a videotape of one mom's very first listening time. This videotape and all of the other tapes that you're going to see and the audio tapes that you're going to hear are all taken from classes that we teach. So there are several listeners, one upfront listener, one person who is the main listener and might say something or might offer an idea of what a person could do to help get them towards emotional release. But the other people listening are not going to say anything. They're there to provide support and provide extra attention. And the reason that we've taken videotapes from classes rather than from listening partnerships is that when you bring a camera into a listening partnership and it's just you and the person you're listening to, everybody stiffens up and they can't forget that the camera is there. It's just two people in the camera and it really doesn't work. We didn't have any success trying to show you what happens in listening partnerships with the camera peering in on a pair of people listening. So we ditched that idea, and I asked permission from people who are in our training classes or in our Building Emotional Understanding classes if we could use clips that had already been taken, and so that's why you're seeing several listeners in a class and hearing people in the background that you can't see. So this is a clip of a mom who's doing her very first listening time, and it is lovely. She knows what she wants as a parent. She is able to line out the hurts that have happened to her that have prevented her from being the mom she wants to be, and she really wants to get rid of those tensions so that she can do parenting the way she always imagined she would. And she's very, very good about just laying it all out there. And it's a short listening turn, it's just 5 minutes, and when it's over she has a little laugh, and you'll notice too that no comment is made about what she worked on. It's just, it's over, it's done, we heard it, we know her better, and now it's time to move on to someone else's turn. So it's a good example of keeping confidentiality by not referring to the content of what she worked on. However, the listener does give her a little appreciation for having been so forthcoming in her very first listening turn. So take a look.
I guess I can just talk for 5 minutes about my life, I guess I could talk about the kid situation. It's probably similar problems, so let's see, I'm the oldest of 4, and my husband's the oldest of 5. So we both probably have similar issues. We kind of take the parent role, I notice, with each other, with our friendships, but taking it with our kids has been very different. I think for me it was just hard to kind of, like, my childhood ended when my mom had her third and fourth children, because she wasn't really, I don't think she should have been a parent at all necessarily, but certainly not of 4 children, and she really wasn't able to handle it. So she just kind of looked to me, because my dad wasn't around because he was in the Army and he was overseas a lot. And I think, he was okay with that, with not being around. And so I was kind of her supporting partner. So I felt like from early on, I took on a parent role, and I just remember thinking that I just never wanted to have kids, that it was just, well, it wasn't any fun, and it was just such a ton of boring work, and it was just like dirty, and there was all this poop and pee and barf involved, and who would ever do that? And then I don't know, I think that it was a combination of meeting my husband, and also like trying to recreate the warm, happy family that that I didn't feel that I had, and but then all those same feelings came out, of like when I was a kid and I wanted to play, but I had like housework and cooking and laundry and babysitting, free babysitting, and I felt like, oh man, I'm in this role again, and I said I wasn't ever going to do it, and I had all this resentment over my kids, and it was like the same feelings that I had towards my siblings, except that we had planned to have them, and they didn't ask to be born, and they had no idea of all the stuff that had happened to me before they came into the world. So I really felt like the situation wasn't fair to me when I was a kid, but I don't want to recreate that for my children, where they're like, oh man, you know, in 20 years talking to their therapist about how they didn't get to be kids and they had to take care of their mom, and, you know, she never grew up, and, you know, why did she have us if she didn't want to be a parent, you know, if she wasn't ready to sacrifice everything, and blah, blah, blah. And so I've sort of, it's weird, they're 2 and 4, but I've only recently accepted the fact that, you know, that I want them here. I'm like, happy they were born, you know. So while they were babies, you know, I think it was more like, just like, you know, like this is not what I pictured, you know, and now that they're sort of becoming people with personalities and opinions, I think I'm starting to feel like it's gonna be okay. That somehow there's parts that can be fun and can be enjoyable, and then it's not all about them coming to me with a list of demands, you know, I want this, I need this, and some of it too is stuff that we imagine that I imagine that they are asking of me that they aren't, you know, of like, you know, I need to have my own room, I need to go to private school, and, you know, I need you to give up everything that's fun in your life so that you can, you know, serve my every want. Like, you know, that's not what they want. They're happy when I'm happy, and that just seems like the hardest thing in the world, to be to be happy, and, you know, it's the thing that they most need, but it goes entirely against everything that I've been taught, you know, as a child. Like in my childhood, being happy just wasn't even in the picture of, like, you know, emotions weren't in the picture. Like, you were supposed to do what, you know, I remember my dad saying, don't think, just do, you know, and things like that. Just, yeah.
Good start. Thank you. So at the end of people's turns, I often will ask a little question that brings your mind away from where you were, sort of, and so that you're in better shape to listen to the next person. You're not kind of stewing in your own memories. So if you don't mind, I'll just ask you, tell me 3 things that people put peppermint flavoring in.
Oh gosh. Gum, toothpaste, and mouthwash.